Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Pull it together. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. These two teams all tied after 1.
That's it. Come on, team. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. 8.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What do I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Now he's flushed out left. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
Ready? You set, ready? I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. Ready?
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Panthers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Hey! Let's go, defense.
Newton now to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
A second down run with Lewis. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Panthers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
42, like 42. Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
Here's Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Take 4. Gun.
On 2nd and 2, Newton. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
20. 37. Wild Bill. And we're going 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. I got it. Get it.
Out of the gun, Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Step. Get it. Great. And we're going 37 is the Mike. Mike 37. Man, I got you. Ball try. 8. Mike 37. I'm coming. Express. And we're going 37. Gun. 37. Cut. And we're going 37 is the Mike. Mike 37.
Now Newton. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be 2nd and goal. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, That's a big day.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got a man. It's Williams. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Let's go. Hey, take 26. 14 still.
Rodgers to throw once more. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Joe McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
26.
From the 17, Rodgers. Incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here we go.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And we're back now in Charlotte as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. 23 yards the pickup there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he finds his tight end, Graham. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jamal Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, it's Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Check. Echo. Pick it up.
They snap it to Newton. And Thomas has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. They come out here in the eye. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now.
Let's go,
Today's final score, Panthers 16.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Carolina, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.